student, a warm welcome to our exciting geography class. I am Shilpi Seth, a trainee teacher at Arihan College of Education. I am very glad to conduct a practice video lesson at Anthony School. Today we will learn about the earth. Please be attentive in whole session. Student, please observe these pictures very carefully because I am asking question related this. When the earthquake occurs, what happens exactly? Yes, when the earthquake occurs, the land plates slide because of less friction comparatively. The earthquake can cause mass destructions to the landform. What is the volcano? Yes, a volcano is ruptures in the crust of a planetary mass object such as Earth and that allows hot lava, volcano ash and gases to escape from a magma chamber under the mantle and deep seated within. Which materials come out during a volcano eruption? Yes, materials like ash, lava, carbon dioxide and many pollutants come out. Student, tell me, are these materials are cool or hot? Yes, these materials are very hot and get cooled down and freeze to form stones. Very good, student. Student, observe these pictures. This is related to rocks. What kind of rocks you can see here? Yes, this is igneous rock. How are the igneous rock formed? Igneous rock form when the magma molten rocks cool and crystallize either at volcanoes on the surface of the earth or while the melted rock is still inside the crust. All magma develops the underground in the lower crust or upper mantle because of the intense heat here. So, today we are going to learn a very interesting topic, interior of the earth. We will learn only page number 9, 10 and 11. We know about the layers of the earth and the crust and the types of the crust. Student, you observe both pictures very carefully. From the early time of the earth, we see that humans have been interested in the interior of the earth. Even today, scientists believe that the earth was formed out of the solar system. Initially, the earth was a gaseous hot balloon. It cooled down as it rotated. As a result, the outer layer crust of the earth become cooler and solid. But as we move towards the center of the earth to the core, heat increase at the certain deepen the deeps the interior in a semi-liquid. You see here. See here. This is the upper part. This is the core, and the second part is the mantle. This is the part is the mantle. and the third part is this outer core, and this is the inner core. This is a solid form. Okay, now go to student. Here is a video. I will explain it so it is very clear and you will understand the whole concept clearly. Let's see. Let's go back in time and see what happened. When the earth was formed, now as you can see, the earth was very hot and nobody lives there. And because of these hot temperatures, the vapor slowly condensed the formed cloud. It brought rain and slowly cooled down the earth. Slowly and steadily the water started to increase on the earth, and on different landform life started to organize as a pyramid organism. Now let's see what is inside the earth. You can relate it the earth's inside to be like the interior of water. As a previous we see, the uppermost layer on which we live is called crust. Let's go to crust. It is which we live is called the crust. It is covered with the landform, life and air and soil. Where we live? We live on the crust, the uppermost layer of the earth. As you see, Earth's crust was covered with air, water, soil. After the crust, next layer is the mantle. Let's go to the mantle. After the crust, next layer is the mantle. It consists the old bed rock and molten rock. It is a very hot. Mantle consists of earth. The rock is very hot. After mantle, there is the core. It is extremely hot. The core is divided into two parts. inner and outer core. The outer core is a liquid state. And the inner core is in solid state, as you can see here. It contains metals like iron, nickel, aluminum, etc. Inner core is a solid state and outer core is a liquid state. Nickel, iron, we found the inner core in a solid state, and outer core when we found it nickel and iron in a liquid state. As you see that when sometime hot molten rocks called lava came out the surface of the earth, such places are called volcanoes. I hope you understand. Student, I hope you understand the interior of the earth. Here's some question for you. How many layers of the earth? Yes, there are 4 layers of the earth. The very first layer is the crust, and second layer is the mantle, and the third layer is the core layer, outer core and inner core. Observe the slide carefully and understand how the layers of the earth are placed. The crust extremely thin comparative to however its actual thickness is about 30 to 35 km. You can see here in this picture is the uppermost part is the crust. Crust is the thinner than mantle and the outer core and inner core. The mantle is the thick layer and has old bedrock material, and the molten rocks are here. You can see here it is the mantle. Mantle part is thicker than the crust, and you can see here is the outer core. Outer core has melted metals like iron and nickel. Then the inner core. Inner core, you can see here inner core. Inner core is a solid in nature. You can find here nickel and iron in a solid state. Okay. Okay, student, here 2 pictures are there. You can observe very carefully. We live on the earth's topmost layer. Where we live? We live here, the topmost layer of the earth. It's called a crust. Today we are going to learn only crust. Remaining part we learn in the next class. Here we leave here the crust. The thickness of the crust is not the same everywhere. On the average, it is a 30 to 35 kilometer thick. Which means that if we dig deep from the earth, then we would need go to 30 to 35 kilometer deep to reach the mantle. The thickness of the crust below continents is 16 to 45 kilometer. Here is the continental part, is the 16 to 45 kilometer. 40 kilometer under the mountain and 10 kilometer under the ocean. We move deeper under the surface, the temperature increase, and after that the rate of increase in temperature reduce and again increase at the core. There are totally two types of crust. Is the oceanic crust and continental crust. Student, tell me how many layers of the crust? Yes, there are two types of crust. Continental crust and oceanic crust. We are also say that continental plate and oceanic plate. Continental crust is mainly composed of silica. Silica is the compound of silicon items, that aluminium. Because of their high portion, this layer is also known as the shell layer. The density of this layer 2.65 to 2.9 gram per centimeter cube. The thickness of this layer is approximately 30 kilometers. Mostly the granitic rocks are found. Here is the oceanic plate, continental plate, sorry, is the thick 5 to 25 miles. Can see the thickness of this. And the oceanic plate is the 3 to 5 miles thick. Okay. Oceanic crust is made of silica. That magnesium, it was earlier called Sima. This layer is approximately 7 to 10 kilometer thick, and density of this layer 2.9 gram per centimeter cube to 3.3 gram per centimeter cube. In this layer, basalt and garbo rocks are found. So today we are learn the crust, and crust part is the oceanic plate, oceanic crust and the continental plate. And we know about the thickness and what types of rock we are found here. We know here. Okay. We are also here we seen that the core of the core element. Student, you protect your environment as well. Create awareness about the protection of environment and the value of life skill to develop the creative thinking and discussion also. You can discuss about that where we live, what is the crust, and what is the continental crust and what is the oceanic crust. You can also discuss about that. Student, here's some question for you. Tell me which elements are found in a crust. Yes, silica, magnesium, aluminium are found in the crust. We live On which layer of the earth do we live? Yes, we live on the topmost layer of the earth, which is the crust. Tell me, student, what are the two types of the crust on the earth? Yes, there are two types, continental crust and oceanic crust. You also see here. Now, let's see. Imagine you are on the crust chilling near the beautiful beaches. Suddenly, you wonder, what might be inside the earth? So you go to the nearby drilling machine factory and get the biggest drilling machine available here. Now you started drilling inside the earth. Slowly, after 30 to 35 kilometers, you reach the mantle. The mantle temperature had been slowly rising already, but now it become unimaginable hot. You see here, it is the mantle part. Okay, you turn on an extra layer of protection to save yourself from the rising temperature. In the mantle, it become easier to travel. It feels as if it is semi-solid. This is because it is a semi-solid because of it's made of a old bedrock material. Then we reach the outer core. Here is the outer core. This is the outer core. The outer core, after 70 to 285 kilometers, now you see a full liquid layer of the outer core. It has been metals. Now you dive in and reach the inner core. Where is the inner core? Here. See here, it is the inner core. Inner core, you find that it is the solid in nature and has all metals. Now you slowly come out and feel the cool wind heat your face and enjoy the sunshine again. I hope you understand and got the concept here. Student, here is the recapitulation part. It is a Google form. It is for your revision, how much you understand the interior of the earth and the crust part. And it's the Google form. You can do it as soon as possible and you can submit to me as earlier as you can. It is the description box also. Student, here is the application part. It is the puzzle game, like it's a learning game also. I am very sure you love this game. You can go through the link in the description box and do it as soon as possible. Student, here is the activity-based homework. You can imagine the Earth's interior and write 10 to 12 sentences on it. It's your own world. Please do it as soon as possible. Thank you, student, for your cooperation. I hope you love this class. Thank you.